Google's back in the laptop business with this, the Chromebook Pixel. As you can see, it's a beautiful eye job for 90% of the stuff that I need to do. And I'm lucky enough to have other computers around for when I need to finish that last 10%. Everybody's 10% is different. For me, it's video editing. For you, it might. Now, I do believe that Android apps are going to get better at filling those gaps over time, but it's going to take a while. I wouldn't go out and buy this thing in the hopes that the situation is going to get better. Other thing to know is that not all Android apps run that well on this. Most of them don't have resizable windows. Now, the good news is they don't bring the machine to a halt. There's also Google Search, of course, and just like on the Pixel phone, it's integrated into the on-device search. Lastly, there's a new launcher. It does a better job of distinguishing between web apps and Android apps, and it looks nice. There's also this pen. It's the Pixelbook pen. It says that this actually feels better to write with than the Apple Pencil on the iPad Pro. The difference is that the iPad Pro and also Windows machines with its stylus have way more software. The other thing the pen does is help with image searches. You can hold this button down and circle stuff, and the Google Assistant will search for the thing you circled. If you have a Pixel phone, you can turn on instant tethering. Heck, if you have any recent Android phone, you can unlock this computer with your phone lid, which makes it look like it belongs next to the Pixel phones. It's also sturdy as hell with zero flex. It weighs just about 2.5 pounds and is a little under ½ an inch thick. The industrial design is also unique, with these squared off edges and symmetrical elements. It's just really nice. But there are a bunch of details here that are smart, like the palm rests, which are made out of silicone and feel better than metal to rest your palms on. I'm hoping they won't get grimy, but if they do, I'm betting they're going to be easier to clean than the fabric on Microsoft's Surface devices. The clever bit about those palm rests is that when you're using it in tablet mode, they act like anti-skid feet. They also do a good job of keeping the keyboard from touching the screen when it's closed. Just look at this little gap here. Now, the keyboard is great. It's got more key travel than a MacBook without being too much thicker. And I should also point out that it's backlit, which is a really stupid thing to put. 12.3-inch display with a 3:2 aspect ratio, and the resolution is 2400 by 1600. It's really good. It's responsive to touch, and it's sharp. The bezels here, though, are a little bit bigger than I would like. There are other convertible laptops with smaller bezels, so I don't buy the standard argument that they make it easier to hold when the thing is in tablet mode. It has a proper Intel Core i5 7th generation processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and 128 gigs of storage. That's way more than normal for a Chromebook, but you'll use it for Android apps, downloaded movies and games, and so on. The other